It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Imagine not liking grocery shopping so much that you decide that you're never going to step foot inside of a grocery store again until you can order everything on an app. And this is exactly what Apoorva Mehta's struggle was. And it sparked the idea that would change the way we shop. And that is, he created Instacart. He had a problem. The problem was he had a busy life, like many other folks. He didn't want to stand in long lines, and it was a total inconvenience just going to the grocery store, by the way. And so as he became the brains behind Instacart, he understood the importance of three things: speed, accuracy, and convenience. Now, you think about it in your own business, forget Instacart for a moment, but as a CEO, what's the strategy to have speed as it relates to sales, be able to have the accuracy so you don't sacrifice that, and at the same time, you make things easy and convenient for your clients. But did you know that he had tried 20 different startup ideas before the breakthrough with Instacart? No, seriously, 20 different startup ideas. And when Instacart first started, the number one challenge it has, like every entrepreneur out there, was it had to rely on marketing. It was brand spanking new, so it had to use word of mouth to get out there. And here's what he did. Here's what you can look at as well. He decided to hire personal shoppers that would then go into the store and shop, and then he would charge on top of that. What's the big takeaway for you as a CEO? Instacart's secret to success came from its ability to have a CEO sales plan, have a strategy, be able to adjust, and then create a foundation that made it very, very profitable. That's the number one takeaway. What do I want you to think about right now? In your own business, what is your CEO sales plan? If you don't have one, you can go over to www.ceosalesplan.com, download a one-page sales plan for CEOs. We created it because there was a problem. So you can be just like Instacart. Doesn't matter where you are and how many times you started. And then from there, you adjust your sales strategy with the leadership, and thus you will see your sales go up. With that being said, my name, well, it's Shay Brown, and I want to welcome you to the CEO Sales Huddle. Every morning when we get started, one of our things I love to do is we love to do our mantra. And our mantra is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Let me say it again. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business, because sales is the oxygen for any great business in history. Now, we do the pledge. Now we're at the where are we at? The 2-minute and 56-second mark. So now we do a pledge. And our pledge is this: learn, earn, and return. Now, some of you who've been with me for a while, you can repeat that with me. Learn, earn, and what? Return. So repeat after me. I must learn something new in order to get new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I learn, earn, and what? Return. That's right. Now, for some of you who are joining for the very first time, you might be wondering, Shay, what's the objective? Why do you have this? What is this all about? We have three objectives. The first objective is sales growth. We're at the 3-minute and 38-second mark. Number 2, it is all about overcoming any roadblocks and challenges that you have. So we're going to give you the tools, the strategies, the techniques, and everything you need to be successful. And then number 3 is to make sure, because I believe that every CEO needs to know 5 sales pillars in order to grow and make money. Let me give you those right now at the 4-minute mark. I'll give it to you in the next 60 seconds. Number 1, sales planning. It's okay to have a revenue goal. It's okay to have a money goal, but without a strategy, without sales foundation, without a sales system, it's very hard to achieve it. So get your CEOsalesplan.com. Make sure you download your one-page sales plan. Number 2 is sales cycles. What's the cycle? What's the customer's journey? We're going to track, we're going to connect, and then we got to convert those who have an interest. What's that journey looks like? Sales pillar number 3, sales positioning. Your words will make you rich. So we must be able to communicate the mission, goals, and objective and problem that we have in a way that is relevant, in a way that's relatable, because our words will make us rich. Sales drives marketing. Marketing does not drive sales. Number 4, sales pillar number 4, sales indicators. We spent about 3 minutes during this segment talking about the CEO sales dashboard. I can't wait to get to that. And those are indicators we know that we need, just like if you were driving a car, you're going to look at the speedometer as often as you need to make sure you're going the speed limit and you're on track. And then sales pillar number 5 is the sales team. Because without sales, there's always more money going out. Well, you get the point, than there is coming in. Now, what are our outcomes? For those folks who tune in every single day, we appreciate you. I love it when you take a moment when you tune in and look right below the video and you get to check in. And I love the check in, by the way. And this is a quick overview we'll do. But the reason we do the check in every single day is not because like this is school, but it's for accountability. It's for relatability, and it's a good way for you to get in the habit of doing it as well. So if you're watching live or you're watching on the social media channel, you can look below and you see the comments. Put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here. A way for you and I to connect. I'm here now. You're here. We're working on our business. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay. We're at the 6-minute and 8-second mark. So you're here. You're in the conversation. If you can't because you're watching us on a broadcast, you're watching us on listening to us on the podcast, or maybe you're someone right now that is watching us on the on-demand streaming platforms, you go ahead right now and put these words. Go to @IamCheBrown. Once you get to @IamCheBrown, then you go ahead and just drop me a note. I respond to every single comment, every single one. Why are we here at the 6-minute and 30-second mark? We're here because this is a place where CEOs gather to really understand how to sell more faster. We're going to get 1% better. We're going to be better today than we were yesterday. And so we tune in like this because we're always looking to get just a little bit better every single time we tune in. What's our big why? It's really 3 areas. 3 areas, and these are serious. These are near and dear to my heart. And it's really our big why. Sales growth. As a CEO, the number one challenge facing CEOs every single day is how do I grow the business? That means how do I attract new clients, new customers? So sales growth is number 1. Then you've got to be profitable. That's number 2. And then you've got to impact those that you were called to serve. So it's all about sales growth. It's all about accountability. I believe we'll do more for others than we'll do for ourselves. So I'm glad you're tuning in. And then number 3, well, it's consistency. You may have heard this before, that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Having said that, what do we struggle with? We struggle with consistency. So we're here for 15 minutes. That's all I ask for. At the 7-minute and 45-second mark, you check in because you're going to be here for 15 minutes. That's 1% of the day. That's all we ask for. There's 1,440 minutes, and every day we ask for 15 minutes. About 1% of the day. And our number 1 outcome is $100,000 per month of consistent, predictable, reliable income. And for some of you, that's a shocker. For others, you're like, Shay, no big deal. I'm doing that now. Cool. Then you can raise your standard up. But for others, you get to $100,000 going into your bank account. Life is okay. Life is pretty good, by the way. Now, we're going to roll over to the CEO Sales Dashboard. The reason we have the CEO Sales Dashboard is that every day there was a problem. Folks said, Shay, I go into a CRM system and trying to pull this data out, and I'm not sure what I should be looking at. Do I look at my campaign? Do I look at the number of emails? Do I look at the number of opens? I'm looking at the revenue line. How do I manage this? What gets measured gets managed. It's a great value to have. And I said, we're going to create something. I've heard you, and I've been hearing it for a while. Let's create the CEO Sales Dashboard so it can be the tool that you use to measure it. Very important. Now, open it up now. For those folks that are tuning in for the very first time, it's an Excel spreadsheet. Go open it up right now. It'll only take you a second to do that. And inside the CEO Sales Dashboard, this is where we really review 5 matrix. Leads, appointments, offers, deals, repeat business. Leads, appointments, offers, deals, repeat business. Open up the Excel sheet now. Let's take them over to the Excel sheet. And then once you get to the Excel spreadsheet, which we have here, there are 5 categories. Now, there's subcategories in there. Now, this is filled out every morning. Now, you might be doing it right now. Like maybe in this 15 minutes, you're responsible. You're wearing the marketing hat, the automation hat. You're wearing the tech hat. You're wearing the admin hat. But the most important hat, you're wearing the owner hat. You're wearing the hat of CEO. So as the CEO, you should be looking at your CEO Sales Dashboard. So fill it out. Go across the top. Look at the day's date and then say, how many leads came in yesterday? How many appointments were set? If it's not, you can pass this on to your assistant. go ahead and do that. It's a good use of their time. If you need to hire someone, go to Fiverr or wherever you need to go, and you can find someone online to do that. 99 Designs, there's a lot of different services. Get them to fill this out for you. This is the highest and best use of your time. Every morning, I go deep in one area. So we got leads, appointments, offers. Today, I'm going deep in the area of leads at the 10-minute mark. I'm going to spend about 90 seconds doing this. The reason I do this, deals, is this allows you to focus. So think about your business. Think about where you are now. Focus on the category of just deals. Oftentimes when we measure deals in the beginning, the old way of measuring deals, and we're shifting the paradigm shift, was the money came in and the money didn't come in. We're going to look at deals differently. First, you're right. How many deals closed? They agreed. We've got the credit card in. We've got the agreement in the building. The money was wired in. They signed the contract. It's done. Look at yesterday. And then for every deal that came in, if you had 10 deals, what was the value of those 10 deals? But then I want to go a little deeper. Okay, I'm going to slow down for a moment at the 11-minute and 6-second mark. And in that slowing down, I want to look at what was pending. Now, pending has 3 different subcategories underneath it. Three. A pending deal could mean something that's hot. So you had a conversation, the person's interested, you set the appointment for the next time. Hot to me means they're willing to close in the next 5 to 10 days. The closer it is to 5 and below, the more hotter it is, if I can use the word hotter. Is that right? But then there's other individuals. They need a little bit of time. Maybe something's going on in the business, and they say, hey, we're going to get together. But in the next 30 days, you're really anticipating this deal coming to an end. And then the next one is cold. Cold really is something that's over 30 days, something 30 to 45 days. Anytime I get over 30 to 45 days, to me, that means you got to reconnect. You've got to bring them back into the reason they're taking the step. You got to maybe even reiterate some things, because so much happens in individuals' life over a 45-day window. They're not sitting there thinking, I can't wait till I buy this. I can't wait to talk to them again. And there's nothing wrong with that. So this, you might call it your follow-up sequence, your nurture sequence, whatever you want to call it. But these are deals. They're potential deals. I want you to think right now. Let's look at your own CEO sales dashboard. And when you go to deals, for the current month-to-date number, how many deals are hot that are pending? It's a serious question. And I believe it's a reasonable question at a reasonable time. We're reviewing the CEO sales dashboard. It is the number one tool the CEOs use to get to $100,000 per month. They don't get there thinking about it. They don't get there just praying about it. They don't get there masterminding there about it. They don't get there just because they believe they're going to get there. They get there because they take action. The universe rewards people who take action differently than those that don't. All right, I'm going to move on because I'm on a rant, but I want to share that with you. Now we're going to talk about celebrating wins. One of the segments we have is that we celebrate wins. So what are you most proud of right now? Yeah, we're not going to beat ourselves up. Like, you want to stand up and say, yesterday, I'm so proud this happened. Number 2, what's the biggest accomplishment you had just yesterday? You had a lot of things that took place yesterday, but now we're going to go back and we're going to do a review. It's what all successful people do. And then number 3 is, what do you want to brag about? Like, if I could bring you on right now and you could just brag, what would you want to brag about? And then we're going to move to the next segment. And our next segment is really about, what are hurdles out there? What are challenges that are out there that are facing us? So what's your biggest challenge right now? What's the biggest roadblock that's facing you? What's preventing you today from moving forward? And then last, what's the one thing you're going to do today? Now, it doesn't matter everything that's going on. You're going to do this no matter what, because it can help move you forward to the next level. You got this. Now we reached the 14-minute mark. We're doing good. All right, this is great, doing the 14-minute mark. Now we're going to do the last segment. And the last segment today is going to be the message of the day. The message of the day. The universe rewards people who take action differently than those that don't. There's action, then there's sales, and then there's action again. Most people think that sales equals action, but that's not the case. Action equals sales. When you take action, what you find out is, as you take the right steps, you end up getting the right results. Let me give you an example of what I mean by that. It takes action in order to work out. I could talk about going to the gym. I could think about going to the gym. I could read books about going to the gym. I could buy all type of equipment to go to the gym. But until I go to the gym and show up and put the reps in, nothing happens. And the weights don't care if I'm black, They don't care if I'm white. They don't care if I'm losing weight. They don't care if I'm overweight. They don't care if I'm fit or not. When I do the reps, I get the results. The same is in the business. The universe rewards people who take action differently than those that don't. Find yourself in massive action mode. You might have to change course. Think about Instacart. He had 20 failures. It's not about the failures, but he was always in massive action. You do that, and you will be very, very successful. With that being said, my name, by the way, at the 15-minute and 25-second mark is Shay Brown. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. If you haven't, drop me a comment below. Put hashtag I'm here. You're in the conversation. If you're watching the replay, look below, drop a comment, hashtag replay. If you can't do that because you're watching on the streaming devices, go over to @IamChayBrown. You can go there anyway. Drop me a note. Let me know what you liked about this. Let me know what we can change and how can we add more value to someone like you that shows up. We appreciate you. You're incredible. You're a CEO. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown. Make it a great day, everyone, and we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless. Keep doing God's work, and I'll see you over at the next CEO Sales Huddle.